Yo, it's your boy Chef Cookie here in the reaction. I'm reacting to Laura Craney on the song's called Politics, I believe. Yeah, Politics. Um, so yeah, big shout out to Laura Craney. Just cool dude. So big shout out to him. Um, it's not really, it's kind of requested by him, but not really. So, but he's the homie. He's a cool dude. So, anyways, let's get into this.
An artist's duty, as far as I'm concerned, is to reflect the times. I think that is true of painters, sculptors, poets, musicians. As far as I'm concerned, it's their choice. But I choose to reflect the times and the situations in which
I'm sorry. Kenny can tell me who did it again. But I believe it's Abstract something did the video. Very nicely done, cleanly done. Um, uh, big shout out to you too.
But I choose to reflect the times and the situations in which I find myself. That to me is my duty. And at this crucial time in our lives, when everything is so desperate, when every day is a matter of survival, I don't think you can help but be involved. Young people, black and white, know this. That's why they're so involved in politics. We will shape and mold this country, or it will not be molded and shaped at all anymore. So I don't think you have a choice. How can you be an artist and not reflect the times? That to me is the definition of an artist.
We plead for justice and not one of us is ever heard. They apply pressure to our neck so we can say a word. We help build this community, so I find it absurd to
Wow. Jeez. He came out right at the gate. Craney, yo, big shout out to you. Big shout out to the person that also produced it. Big shout out to you. But and right out the gate, this I already knew it was gonna be deep because that intro right there, leading up to the song, and you, I already knew it was gonna be deep. But he's like, he said, "There's no justice. It feels like none of us can breathe. They're just putting pressure on us." And I I feel like he may be just saying one, but I don't think he's saying that. Like I believe he's talking about everyone. I like maybe he's not. But I think he is. Um, but it's like we all, because I taught them and like we all deal with injustices that like does not. It's just dumb. Like 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 people tell us don't say this, don't do that, don't do this. If you do this, you're racist. If you and it's like and it won't even be a racist thing. If you say that, you're wrong. If you do that, you're evil. And those something you're trying to do something right. It's just not right whatsoever. And like all of us as people help build a community, but we still get pushed down like for nothing. So
We plead for justice and not one of us is ever heard. They apply pressure to our neck so we can say a word. We help build this community, so I find it absurd to bring us over here and laugh when we put in the work. Man, these cops got it twisted. They racist, they don't need badges. They use their powers to kill us, so lock us in these cages. If you not black, you will never understand unless you wear my shoes. They see color, they don't see man. America's a disgrace. They try to dumb you down.
like I think he already knows my side. What I believe in that. I would beg to differ. um, I get what he's saying about the cops and stuff like that, but like I would, like I said before in the video, I would do April G. They treat us all like um like trash. They honestly do. I'm not just saying like cops. Like there's racist cops. Yeah, there's a lot that are racist cops. Like uh, it's crazy. Like I definitely want the police force to change because like I'll say I found out about about a month ago Someone was talking about it. One of the Klans members was like part of the cops, and there might be more than that one, but you know, that's crazy. Like that should not even be allowed. If you're a racist and they know you're racist, you should not even be allowed to be a cop. Like, that's crazy. Like, that needs to go away. But like I also where I would disagree with him is where they all treat us not like we're a person. They treat whites for like we're not a person either. Or like Native Americans or like that's why Native Americans like they won't even let people even like a lot of them won't even let people come and see them or talk to them unless you're part of the bloodline. Because like they just feel like they're if people just come and talk to them or whatever, they feel like they're like zoo animals. Um, and so I get it. So they don't just treat blacks like that. So
Never understand unless you wear my shoes. They see color, they don't see man. America's a disgrace. They try to dumb you down. Knowledge is power, so they distract us with tech and gadgets. It's not police brutality, it's murder. Quoted by April J. They try to divide us. Now everyone's starting to see they can't.
they do try to divide us. Like even I've been watching a lot of funny thing is I've been watching a lot of Lord Jamar interviews, and that's literally what I agree with him. Like they use division, and like if you look, I'm not trying to like paint a bad picture on it, but like if you look at like who controls like the Black Lives Matter and all that, like they try to use it for division. If you really look into it, like who like owns it, like the actual pay, like who when you donate, who it actually goes to, is used for for division. Like I'm not saying like the movement itself is used for division because like I truly don't believe that, but like the people that are using it for division. So that's what I'm saying. So like just look into it. So I've been watching a lot of Lord Jamar videos on interviews, and he literally says that like the government uses like whites and blacks and stuff just to divide the country, so we never get along, and because like just our history. So it's not just them either. Like they use religion and other stuff so we can just stay divided because we're weaker divided than together. So we're weaker hating each other and despising each other and then together.
It's not police brutality, it's murder. Quoted by April J. They try to divide us. Now everyone's starting to see the chaos in our own country is like a disease. Why did you keep choking George Floyd? He couldn't breathe.
Yeah.
People were quitting on their phones in disbelief. But this has been going on for a while, it's just on screen. More than 100 blacks have been killed by the hands of cops. They don't know the difference between who's a threat and who is not. I wish the world would go back to normal and live in peace. But how can we live in peace when we get killed upon our knees? We are raised as a whole, the human race. We bleed the same. There's no reason to.
Facts, we all bleed the same. Like we really do bleed all the same color. We're all the same. We're all human beings. So, like I'm not saying like one like there's where more unarmed, which is stupid. More unarmed blacks get killed, but it's also if you look at the other side, like is double like is double, which makes sense for we're more of the bigger population. But police brutality is like 4 times more on whites, but like less of us are dying, so and it's like less of us are unarmed, but either way, it needs to stop. Like if you're unarmed and you had no threat, why are you getting killed? Like why? And that's what he's saying. He's like, it is more on one side than other sides, but like, so I get it.
And who is not, I wish the world would go back to normal, we'll live in peace. But how can we
Also-
live in peace when we get
Also, I almost forgot to say one thing. It's like, this is like what he's saying. It's like they give us technology, try to like block out what's going on. It's like they're using technology to divide. They're using technology to do this, do that, which is true. It's facts. It's facts.
killed upon our knees? We erase as a whole the human race. We bleed the same, there's no reason to hate. Let's break the gate that has divided us, for goodness sakes. I pray to you up to the Lord, we need to change. Yeah.
On Tuesday, a video came out showing an event that happened on Monday.
Hey, yo, I like that he got impulsive and Mike. He got Mike on there. Yeah, I like how he got impulsive. Like, yo, what happened to George Floyd is totally wrong. Like, and like that should never happen to any human being whatsoever. No whatsoever, like at all. So
Of a white police officer kneeling on the back of a black man's neck for over 5 minutes.
I would just have to say, cause like, this is the one thing. I don't want to make anyone mad or upset, but if roles were reversed, like if it was a black cop on a white guy's neck, would there be protests? Would there be riots? Probably not, because there's actually a story before this, like literally I think a few weeks before this, where that did happen and no one said a thing. It was actually for longer. The guy was on the guy's neck for 13 minutes, which I understand, and he was unarmed too. He wasn't resisting or nothing. So, like, if you want to stop it, you gotta stop it as a unit, not as like divided, separate units. So, and stop looking at someone as a certain person or a certain race as a bad guy. So, because like we just gotta look at what is bad, and all trying to help get rid of it. So,
Showing an event that happened on Monday of a white police officer kneeling on the back of a black man's neck for over 5 minutes while the man pleaded for his life, begged for his mother, and gasped his final breaths of air on this planet. I don't give a fuck what the fucking context is.
Fact.
He is face down, handcuffed, being murdered.
Also, I would just like to say this, like, like the dude, like, there's two other people, if you know, there's two people behind the police car, also on his back, on George Floyd's back. He was obviously not resisting, but even if he was, he's on the ground and handcuffs, and you got three people on your back. Why are you gonna put your knee on his neck? Why? Some people, I don't know what's true and like what's not, but some people say he got paid. Some people just say he's racist. It might be both. He might have got paid anymore, or he might have been a racist. So it might have been both. So
once someone is detained, the police job is over.
Fact.
That does not give them the right to decide who
World, I'm not like your last man, I'm gonna
and dies in this fucking
All right, that has to wait.
country, whether they are black or fucking white. They are not judges, they are not jurors, and they sure as fuck are not executioners.
All right, yeah, it was great job, Trini. I also I'm not here like to say like all like, because I agree with a lot of points, a lot. Like, I'm not saying you're overlooking anything or anything like that. I'm just saying like my side too. So I'm not trying to say anything horrible or bad. So I really liked it. It was very deep, and you're saying your side. I appreciate that. I respect that 100%. I respect people that can say their side with all boldness. So thank you so much, Craney. So anyways, give me a like, give me a dislike, give me something to react to. Anyways, peace out.